Welcome to .NET Technology video series. Today we will understand the concept of operator overloading. So what is operator overloading? All we know that each operator has predefined meaning. Most of them are given additional meaning through the concept of operator overloading. For example, minus sign is used for subtraction, plus sign is used for addition, multiplication sign is used for multiplication, division sign is used for the calculate the division. Likewise, if we want to change the meaning of particular operator, then it can be possible with the help of operator overloading. Plus can be also used for the concatenation. But here you have to remember one thing, that when any operator is overloaded, then its original meaning is not lost. It must be remained as it is. An operator can be overloaded by defining a function. The operator function is declared using the operator keyword. The operator function must be static. The operator function must have the keyword operator followed by the operator to be override. Also here you have to remember that you can override only some of the operator like unary operator, plus minus, plus plus, minus minus, binary operator, plus minus, multiplication, division, modulo, comparison operator, equal to, not equal to, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. But you can't overload the some of the operator like logical operator and or also assignment operator, plus equal to, minus equal to, multiplication equal to, division equal to, and new size of type of such kind of operator cannot be overloaded with the help of operator overloading concept. Here we are going to understand the syntax of operator overloading, in which first is a access modifier. Here we have to define public, then after static keyword is compulsory, and then name of the class. I have defined the class name calculation, so here I am using the name of class is a calculation. Then operator keyword is also the fix, and it will, and then after the name or sign of the operator which you want to overload, and in bracket argument, opening bracket and closing bracket. In between you have to write your logic of operator overloading. Now we will understand it with the help of practical example. I have created one of the class calculation, define three variable a, b, c. One calculation function is defined over here, in which three arguments are passed, x, y, and z, that will be assigned in a, b, and c. Then after I have defined the function of operator overloading, and then to view the value, updated value, I have defined one of the method show data. And let's understand what the coding done in the main function. I have created one of the object of calculation I is equal to new calculation 10, 20, and 30. That value will be passed over here in that function 10, 20, and 30, and assign in a, b, and c. Then I have called i.showData. So here I have simply get the message or get the output like 10, 20, and 30, because a, b, and c value will be provided on the output screen. It's a 10, 20, and 30 only, because I have not performed the operator overloading procedure here. Then after I will call the operator I plus plus. With the help of object I call the operator I plus plus. So plus plus will call, at that time this function will provide the execution, or this function will execute and gives you output. What actually happen in that? In an argument, I have defined one of the object of calculation class. That object name dot a plus plus means a value is 10. After that a plus plus, it will become 11. Likewise b plus plus, c plus plus, and then return the value of op1. It's an object. So this object contain the updated value of a, b and c. So when I have created or write the line I plus plus, then after it will update the value of a, b and c. Then after again I am writing I dot show data. Then in a, b and c I will get the updated value of a, b and c. Now we are going to execute our program and see what the output we will get. Here you can see that first I dot show data, it give output 20 and 30. Then after I call the operator I plus plus, and again I dot show data, then it will gives the output 11, 21, 31. Likewise you can use operator overloading. Here plus plus sign is the concept is to increment the value, but we can also change its meaning. For example, I have mentioned over here minus minus, and then call the operator here minus minus, then also it will give me output like plus plus, because I have written the coding or mentioned the code here plus plus. So you can change the actual meaning of operator with the help of operator overloading. But one more thing I want to repeat, that you have to remember that syntax when you are using the operator overloading, in which public access modifier, static keyword, name of the class, operator keyword, and the name or sign of the operator which you want to overload in bracket argument list. I hope you understand this concept. Thank you for watching this video.